The U.S. economy just got a huge announcement of layoffs across a whole bunch of different companies. And now this isn't just America, this is affecting global employment. And whether it's AI or margin crunch from tariffs or something else entirely, right? U.S. government is laying off 307,000 people. UPS is laying off 78,000 people. Amazon, 30,000. Intel, 25,000. Nissan, 20,000. Nestle, 16,000. Microsoft, 15,000. Bosch, 13,000. Dell, 12,000. Verizon, 13,000. Accenture, 11,000. Ford, 11,000. Microsoft, 7,000. PwC, 5,600. Salesforce, 4,000. IBM, 2,700. American Airlines, 2,700. Paramount, 2,000. Target, 1,800. GM, General Motors, 1,500 motors, 1,500 employees. Kroger, 1,000 employees. Meta, 1,000 employees. And that's not even all of them. That's a lot. That's a lot of firings coming our way. The U.S. economy just got a huge announcement.
And the crazy thing about what he just said, it says coming our way. First, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Abundance to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto his like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I mean, I don't really have to explain much because everybody knows it and everybody feels it. All right, this is not a dirty secret or something that is far off. Is right there, and everybody's affected by what the decision of these elitists have decided, and they've decided to take away the rights from the people by removing the one thing that people have driven themselves their whole entire life for. And if you do or you don't, you're screwed. You know, I was talking to a brother earlier, a couple of bros. To be honest and being realistic, if it crashes tomorrow, it's better off for everybody. Why? Somebody might ask. Because now we could finally be equal. The long awaited factor of man, the false narrative that's been pushed, the lies that's been pushed, has people believe in their mind that they're equal to one another. No man on earth is equal to another man. But the only time people are going to be equal when they have lost everything. When they have lost everything, that's when equality is going to take effect, because it's going to disrupt everything. And you already hear the laundry list of jobs that's going to be taken away from the average folk. Proving once again, this is not a righteous ruler he cares less about his people. But in the kingdom of heaven, for righteous rulers, there's always going to be something to do. See, everybody's going to have the mindset of getting up and doing something for themselves. Or not for themselves, but doing something more than their life mattered. All right? The sweat up. Let me get that real quick. I know it's Genesis 3:19. Actually, I had to go up. 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree, Lakia, of which I have commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow. Thou shalt eat of it all the days of thy life. So it's not talking about no apple or anything physical. It was talking about philosophy. All right. which we all had to attend to eat this the rest of our lives because of the choice that Adam made, which he really didn't have a choice, to be quite honest. The cycle of um, being a man had to take place. All right. In other words, Adam was pushed to do this thing, and these quote unquote curses, which I'm about to read, you're going to see that it applies to this very day. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field, which they were supposed to eat the herb of the field. Certain things that the Lord said was a reminder, not a new thing. Like when the Lord told a woman, "I shall obey um, thy husband." Or if you paraphrasing, how do you say it again? I just read it. Oh, that desire should be thy to thy husband. That wasn't a punishment. That was reinforcement. This is like your job was to, you know, a man is always going to be above a woman. That's how the Lord established it. It says, "In the sweat of thy face thou shalt eat bread till thy return unto the ground." So there's this endless cycle that the Lord put on man, right? To work. They work for their bread. Like the scripture says, if we I says in Corinthians, a man that don't work, he don't eat, right? Which is true. And we've been going by this universal law that the Lord established for a long time. And it says, out of it says, until that return unto the ground till you die. So you're gonna from the moment you're born, you're gonna be working to the moment you die. It says, out of it was thy taken, from the dust thou art, and unto the dust thou shalt return. Meaning exactly what it means. Okay? So this was the quote unquote curse that was put upon all men on the earth. And without this um, laborious work, man doesn't feel complete. And that's how the Lord wanted it to be established. So now, when you have these rulers, these people, the powers to be, who gave people, who constantly gave people something to do while they rip people off. I'm watching some movie. I think what's it? Oh, I forgot. Antoinette, but I know it's based on a true story. But it's the way this you know the Edomites portraying royalty and have everybody serving to them head and foot. They just look off with the colors and everything like that. But all life always have some servitude. Servants serve royalty, and all have a job. All have something to do. So now, with how they established this new environment with AI and so forth, no one has purpose. That's why Elon Musk made a statement. So here it is. Those jobs that could feed families no longer could feed families no more. So how you expect to feed families? Isn't it like the value of money of people getting paid or people doing any of these sorts is taking place? You're not getting paid more money when you was working at the job, nor were you going to get paid after you get laid off. Now you only could get so far. So they created an environment where people were going to suffer. Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So people are in a state of mourning because you're going to have to figure out how you're going to make ends meet. That's why it's better off to say fuck it sometimes. Just have to let the Lord handle it sometimes, or sometimes, all the time. Because this quagmire, this trap has gotten everybody messed up. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the keepers of the house are the economists. When they give you fabricated numbers, when they don't give you fabricated numbers, all right, they've been saying this bubble has been supposed to pop. Then the more they prolong, the inevitable um, demise, destruction, the more it's going to get worse. All right. We've been saying the economy is going to crash for years. Nothing happened, right? Some people are like, oh, things is normal. Nope, things are not normal. It's going to be the worst crash in human history. And you heard what he said is a global thing. With all these tariffs, all these AIs, artificial intelligence, that's taking the jobs from the smallest people. It's causing a ripple effect. All right. And it's going to destroy many lives, period. And it says, and it's going to introduce the world to a CBDC, a universal care. And that's how they're going to entrap a lot of people. Well, not, yeah. I say yeah because they trying to reduce the numbers. And we can never forget that. All right. We can never forget what are these elites' true attention. It's to reduce the numbers. Even the people are willing and able to work and provide and take care of themselves, these people that's in power hates the poor so much that they even take away from the very poor. All right. Which is wicked as all hell. Since I said that. This shit is fucking wicked, bro. Ecclesiastes 6. Is it 2 or 1? Matter of fact, it's not the 6th chapter. It's the 4th chapter. Ecclesiastes 4. I start at 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to want longer. Make not a hungry soul sufferful, neither provoke a man in his distress, and add more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. This is a warning, all right? This is a warning scripture. How to conduct yourself. And why would the poor in this society is looked upon as the worst possible? Like, always bring it up to the spirit, but keep bringing it up. There's a reggae song from a reggae artist, Freddie McGregor, and it's called "To Be Poor Is a Crime." All right. In this sick world, if you are in poverty, you have committed sin. You're a sinful person. I will say it like that. That's how they look. Like I could talk about it a little bit. I'm still looking into it, but today, well, I'm gonna put this up tomorrow. But Trump had liked a post and we put it up of Obama and Michelle had the heads were on top of an ape. Okay, and somebody was breaking it down. See, he plays a game. He can't stand brown people. black and what he called black and brown people. And the black and brown people that he can't stand, he only respect them because they have. All right, so if they have money, he respects them. He looks out for them. I'm talking about Nero 47. But if you're poor, he looks down upon you. All right, he can't stand you. And this is how majority of these elites do. And it's really those that are part of the club. That's what they like. Those that are not part of the club, they don't like. So he's showing his true um, racist feeling about everyone. Okay, so when you look down upon somebody because they are less or has less than you, the Lord got you. Not only he's about to get you good. He says, "Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away the face of from a poor man. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him no occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his praise shall be heard of him that made him." So the Lord got Esau so effed up that in his mind, unbeknownst to him, this is why the Lord is going to come back and take this man out of position of power. James, the 5th chapter, should come in mind. All right? That these people are so stupid. It's bad enough there's a lot of people that's in poverty in this world. But to deliberately to take away the very thing to sustain them to live or to give them hope, all right? Even though they've been defrauding us, they've been defrauding the shit out of us for all the years of our lives, just to take away just a little bit of that, that's a sin worthy unto death. And the Lord is he hears the prayers of the afflicted, all right? Like the scriptures says that the prayers of the look at it, the prayers, I didn't get it. I just wanted to quote it, but I just have to get it. Sirach 28, 10 or 11. Oops. Let me use it 36. Sirach 35. Sirach 35 and 17, straight to the point. Let the prayer, the prayer of the humble pierce the clouds until it come nigh. He will not be comforted, and he will not depart till the most high shall behold and judge righteously, execute judgment. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient towards them, till ye have smitten in sunder the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, and have broken the staff of the unrighteous. So it seemed like a tall task, right? It's not a tall task, especially when time is going by fast and more souls are getting collected back on top. And the pain and suffering that these elitists are conducted on the people, all right, is going to cause a ripple effect. It's going to cause a monumental shifting to the world. And that's on their own demise. That's on their own watch. Because Esau don't balance it out. He always does things in a wicked way. How many billionaires have became trillionaires, and how many millionaires became billionaires under this guy's watch? Corruption all over the board. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, And the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease, because they are few, and those that look at the windows be darkened. So the grinding is ceasing because they are few, right? There's literally ain't that much things left. So crime is going to go up. Everything is going to go up in a fashionable way because everybody had them. It's part of man's DNA to work hard so he could provide for himself, his loved ones, and so forth. So he can't, you taking away the rights of the needy. And there's no future for this place. There's literally no future for this fucking place. This shithole, it's over. At the Wadi Bashim Yao Shai for that. It said, and those that, sorry, and the doors shall be shut. So that's why we say it's a good thing if it crashes because we know it's not going to function correctly. Nothing's going to function the way it once was. Everything's not going to operate the same, which is going to be a blessing. I was watching one of the brothers' videos, and we all say the same thing. You know, we all in the same dial, same spirit. Because what people is going to lose, we're going to gain. Our stock is going to rise up. Okay? We're the ones whose stock is going to hit on high. The gold and silver that got manipulated and it was going high because of the dollar going, and now it went back down to a quote unquote reasonable thing. Nah, when the men of the Lord stock goes up, it stays up. All right? And people is gonna look for answers. But it ain't gonna be no answers. Okay? Since I'm keep quoting this scripture, I love this scripture. Isaiah 24, I started one. It says, behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turn it upside down, and scatter the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usuries, so with the giver of usuries to him. So everybody's about to lose. And once everybody lose, the elect gains much more. All right? Your loss is our gain. Your gain, I can't say is our loss because times is changing. Times is changing so fast, the outcome literally is going to be in our favor. I can't express it enough. So we look forward for this event. We look forward for the crash. Matter of fact, Zephaniah 1 and 11, I'll go straight to the point. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, and all you merchant people are cut down. All the silvers, all they that bear silver are cut off. Maktesh was a merchant marine area, meaning boats would come for trades and so forth. They always exchange. The modern day Maktesh will be America, mainly New York, the stock market, and so forth, where money flows. And then in England as well, there's I forgot the damn name of it. I'm not worried, but it's where all the timelines of the world come together so they can know what's going on in the West, the East, and so forth. Okay? Well, guess what? Everything's connected. This global joint effort, everything's connected. So if one fiat currency, mainly America, um, collapses, it's going to be a chain reaction. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that will search Jerusalem with candles and with and punish the men that are settled on their lees. And the men that are settled on their lees are the false prophets, the people that are settled in this society, who main concern is their physical riches. You have literally people that quite rather spend a short time in their lives instead of pushing the Lord's agenda is to push their own agenda and to get things to go their direction for they and their family, and all that to lose it all with the rest of them. Because when the Lord comes, when He's coming to punish, He's coming to punish them first. Like Peter said, it was better off that they did not taste the heavenly gift, right? Then now they're going to be destroyed. So all these false prophets, they settled. And the leads are the best part. Is the settlement in the wine liquor. So they settle. They're good. They're comfortable. The Lord will not do good, neither will He do evil. And that's why you have Trump, not Trump, saying Trump. Nate got caught up and said that basically no Jacob's trouble was going to take place. See, so to them it's all about prosperity, making it in the society, having. But when you don't have nothing, what are you at the end of the day? About that name brand clothes, the big house, the fancy cars. What are you at the end of the day? That's the $1,000,000 question that everybody has to answer to. And they will answer to it. All right? They will. So therefore their goods shall become booty, spoils. So they built up houses, they built up all this all these trinkets, beach houses, and you name it, they did it, they had it, and it's all gonna be taken away. All right? And their houses a desolation, and they shall also build houses be not inhabited. And not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. So you put an effort into things that you will never see the fruit of the labor of that. Who works at something that doesn't want to see the fruit of the labor of it? This is why it's so important to have your mind steady. That's why the Lord said, where your heart is at, that's where your treasure shall be. So if your mind is in the kingdom of heaven and things to come, then the effort is built into that. That's where the land grab is gonna be at. You know, the best part, like they created a AI. What was it called again? I forgot that. And it was actually selling um land in this AI fucking virtual world. And when they were selling it, they were selling the fucking land like it was real land, and people was actually buying. Because that's how they're gonna trap you. You shall own nothing and be happy. And that's you, Esau. You're gonna own nothing and not be happy. Like other guy said, that was funny. It says, the great day of the Lord it is nigh and hasten greatly, even to the voice of the Lord, of the day of the Lord, sorry. The mighty man shall cry bitterly. All these so-called tough guys, they're gonna be as bitches in that day. They don't know what to do because everybody's predicated on something false. Everybody's out here built upon falsely. In their mind, they believe in their mind. They small, minute mind. The things that surrounds them is what makes them. They built their whole status quo on that. But when all that shit is taken from you, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it to this register to everybody that ever catches these videos. At the end of the day, when all your materialistic things that you have, that you look up to, the physical traits, everything that you got, if you're in shape, not in shape, if you got an extra leg, all that shit. Or you women got the fattest butt, the ass, all of that. When it's all said and done, when you they're naked and nothing, and all that shit doesn't mean nothing. Who are you at the end of the day? Because that day is coming. So the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, distress, a day of wastelessness, desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. What it means what? Distress, destruction. I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men. And right now, a lot of people don't know what's going on. It's right in their face. You got freaking Israel. We was talking about that the other day. We got freaking Israelites. That's talking about the most nonsensical things that's taking place, the most unimportant factors that's going on. They're not mentioning nothing about prophecy. If you're not mentioning nothing about prophecy, then you're not a prophet. You're nothing but a blind imbecile. All right, if you're not talking about the RFID microchip, because that's the end of their solution. This is a self-demolition. This economy is about to be imploded. All right, it's about to be imploded, and it's brought to you by your elites. And the average person is having dreams of things. This place is done. It's through. But guess what? The prophets, the false prophets of the Lord, they're blind as everybody else, and they're leading blind people. That's why Yahweh said, "Let them alone. If the blind lead the blind, they shall what? Fall. They both shall fall in the ditch, into a trap." Right? Because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood should be poured out as the dust. I was thinking about it the other day. There's gonna be so much dead bodies out here. It's gonna be the most scariest thing. It's gonna get so people are gonna get so accustomed to the fact it's gonna be nothing. All right, and dust, like just like you find dust all over the place, that's how much blood is gonna be, and it's not gonna affect people no more. It says, "In their flesh as dung, neither silver nor gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of their jealousy, of his jealousy, sorry, for he shall make an even speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land." So this is the land where the Lord is going to get rid of everybody all at once. Those not fit for the kingdom to come, those that has not invested, all right, who was not there from the beginning, they're going to be wiped away. Either you're going to be delivered or be destroyed in Babylon the Great. So with that being said, shalom to the elect and the nation of Israel. Shalom.